contain the current outbreak. Dr. Santish Pillai says the CDC incident manager for the Ebola response.
We are preparing to deploy 7 additional headquarters-based subject matter experts of viral hemorrhagic fever to DRC and Uganda to support our country office's needs.
The CDC says the risk to the American public is very low. Your money at this moment, the Dow is up 390 points, the S&P is up 43. And coming up, partly cloudy skies all weekend long. KSL weather is next. KSL News Time 101.
Mornings are for recharging.
And they're for starting your day right.
We volunteer to join you in the car. Get news and weather at 102.7 FM during the most important part of your day.
Andy and Amanda, each morning between 5 and 9 on KSL News Radio.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-551-7672.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-551-7672. That's 800-551-7672.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Something about me. I don't like to settle. I work hard to be my best self, and I want a vehicle that matches. So I'm shopping for a Cadillac because their innovation and craftsmanship are top of the line. With a whole line of electric SUVs packed with state-of-the-art technology, I know I'll be driving away in redefined luxury. Help all of us at Jerry Seiner Cadillac celebrate our new location with an incredible buying experience for your dream car. Come in today to experience the Seiner difference.
Get your yard ready with Rich Lawn. Spring is here, and it's time to bring your lawn back to life. Start with Rich Lawn Turf Food, an organic-based fertilizer that feeds your soil and keeps your grass greener longer. Looking for professional-grade results? Organic 100 delivers the nutrients your lawn needs to thrive. And for the finishing touches, Rich Lawn has you covered with Iron Rich for yellowing lawns, Easy Green Grass Seed, and Grow Rich Garden Fertilizer. Put in the work, trust Rich Lawn, and enjoy a yard you'll be proud of. Available at Home Depot and independent garden centers.
A family office is a team built to handle the 3 biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Traffic and weather together brought to you by UCCU. You deserve to love where you bank. Here's Ricky Meese.
Trouble in traffic on southbound I-15. What was a vehicle pulled over to the left turned into a crash right after 6 North on the way to North Temple. It was on the left shoulder and it's just cleared, but not before backing traffic to Warm Springs Road. And then we also have a crash in Sandy, blocking lanes in both directions, State Street at 110th South. While you're planning your day, plan for comfort too with the Good Feet store. Find the location nearest you at goodfeet.com. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
Highs in the 80s this weekend and up to 87 on Monday. We'll see a breeze move in on Memorial Day, which brings in some cloud coverage. But until then, it's partly cloudy skies and warm. Right now, 66 and partly cloudy. I'm Claire Scott from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com for Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
KSL Brightside with Ethan Miller.
And you're sure management's okay with this?
And Alex Curie.
I thought you cleared it with them.
This is KSL Brightside on KSL News Radio.
Welcome to KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Miller here with Alex Curie, and you guys, we're doing it. It's Friday. Not only is it Friday, but it's Memorial Day weekend. So we are on the cusp, you guys. We're doing it. Feels so amazing. And we're going to kick something off here that has been a tradition of ours ever since we started KSL Brightside. So in other words, this is the third time
we've been doing it. Yeah.
And that is we're going to kick off our Friday by making the movie show folks stay slightly longer than they normally would on a Friday.
Val
which is delicious.
Val's nice enough to stay and join us today, right? I
think we do have Val. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's.
We've got Val.
It's very nice of her. So here's what it is.
You'll never get that time back, or the $50 you spent on theater popcorn. It's time for movies that stink.
Hi, Val. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
We're so
phenomenal.
good.
This is like, I don't know where. I mean, obviously we look at a lot of markers during the year of, this kicks off the blank season. But Memorial Day is traditionally that start of the summer movies. Now it creeps into different directions nowadays, though. But is this still one of the places, Val, that like the studios go, you got to have it that Memorial Day weekend? Maybe it doesn't make as much of an impact, but is it still kind of the traditional start to the movies of summer?
Yeah, I mean, this is the Mandalorian Memorial Day weekend. So we've got the Mandalorian and Grogu out there, and I think it's going to be the biggest thing that people are going to go see because some of the other ones are kind of stinkers.
Oh, boy.
You know, I want to talk about a real stinky movie that we can go see in honor of Memorial Day. But can I ask you something about the Mandalorian?
Sure.
Because I have loved the series. The series has just been so great. So great. I'm a little worried that they wrapped it up with a movie. I'm worried that they're going to try and do too much with too little time, and I'm going to be disappointed. I'm going to be sad.
I do not think you're going to be disappointed at all, and I don't actually think you need to see the series to enjoy the movie.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah, because I've only seen bits and pieces, and I've already
got to watch this series.
Well,
my kids
have been doing the thing where they're staying up late all this week because school's garbage this week anyway, and so they've been staying home. They're like, "Hey, let's go downstairs and watch Star Wars." And what they're saying is let's finish up the Mandalorian because I think at some point they want to go see the movie, and this isn't going to put a bow on it. Then is what you're saying?
No, I don't think so at all. But I mean, with Star Wars, it's all make believe, so you can do whatever you want with it. It's not real. I'm sorry if that ruins it for anybody, especially Andy that's sitting right here next to me.
It is too real.
Okay.
Did he say it's too real or it's too real?
No, it is too real.
No. For him, it is too real, and his wife is like, it's way too real at our house. Jeez. I
mean, if you love Star Wars at all, this is more of an I know this is weird to say, it is super action film. You've got some of the best dog fights that I've ever seen. That's, like planes in the sky just going after each other, which we also, we see that in all the Star Wars movies, but this is one of the best I've ever seen. The fight choreography, it has a lot of loops in from the Gladiator there moments. There's also a lot of Easter eggs from other Star Wars movies, and Grogu gets to give a little nod to Yoda, which I think everyone is going to love. So for me, we're always going to see Star Wars fans just hate on it because they like to hate things. I don't know why.
Yeah,
this is your fandom. But for me, I gave it an A, and I love it, and I'll watch it again. So.
I'm disappointed to see this phase of Star Wars go away because I have loved the whole double down on the space western thing with Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett, which I love that one too. And to see people kind of starting to move away from that, they don't want it anymore. I'm honestly sad. I wish more people were really super into this to kind of keep carrying that space western forward.
You're going to love it because
phenomenal.
It is very much a space western. I'm going to give you a little tidbit that you can take and be kind of the know-it-all this weekend if you want to talk to someone. But one of the stunt doubles for The Mandalorian is actually John Wayne's grandson.
Oh, look at that.
No kidding.
So we really brought in, and I say we, I didn't make the movie at all. I had nothing to do with it, but they really brought in the cowboy for this film.
Yeah, well, you did a great job with this movie, Val.
I think the way that your production company took care of things was just phenomenal. So now that we got through the good stuff, because obviously that's the one everybody's looking forward to, but you said there's some stinkers there. I feel like, this is a weekend where, and my wife and the girls and her mom, and like it's like the boys are gonna go play golf because that's what they wanted to do, and then they're like, and anyway, the girls are having their movie night in the afternoon, and they're actually just gonna go watch Devil Wears Prada 2 because they haven't caught up on it. Getting everybody together is tough to do, but. What can people dive into this weekend that they, or what can you help them avoid so they don't waste some dough at the movie theater and just stick with the good ones?
Well, if The Mandalorian is not your jam, there are actually 2 horror films in the theater this weekend. One of them I got to see. The other one is no, I'm never going to see it ever because it looks too scary for me.
Wow.
But one. It's called Passenger, and no, it's going to scare me, so I'm not going to see that. But I did see Saccharine, and this movie I gave 2 grades for. It is a body horror film, which I cannot do. It's really hard, but I did get through it so I could tell y'all about it, and I gave it a C-, but it is about Hannah, who is obsessed with losing weight. She's also a medical student, and she stumbles across an underground diet craze involving consuming human ash to lose weight.
Let me just process that for a second.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, though, right off the bat.
I suddenly didn't know what to say.
Well, that's fine, but let me just ask you off the bat, did it work? Because I'm kind of looking for new things.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the whole question of the film is like, how far would you go to have the body that you want to look like what you want? And then there's another element of it, and this is the horror side of it, is that there's something haunting her. Now, because this was so interesting and it touches on a topic that I think a lot of people think about. And then also it's such an interesting concept. For the concept and the acting of the main character, I gave it a B. But for the body horror, and you can she's a student, she's a medical student, so they're cutting people open. You can hear it, you can see it, you can almost taste it. It's so, and I'm just like, oh no, like it was too much for me. But if you're into horror, you may like it, but it didn't work all the way for me.
You could almost taste it.
You could almost taste it.
What did it almost taste like?
I guess human ash. I don't
I
know.
thought you were saying you could almost taste it. It tasted like I'm dropping down to my goal weight, Ethan, is what it tasted like. How dare you?
Look, if I'm not willing to go to the gym, I'm definitely not willing to go to the
crematorium. I won't do the
the
injections, and I won't go to the gym, but I'll tell you what I will do. Have you met my great aunt, Marcy?
Ew.
I never met her either, but
in this container.
I do have an unpopular opinion, though, about a streaming movie. And that is Jack Ryan Ghost War. I thought it was totally boring. I gave it a C. I wasn't really into the show. My dad reads all the books, but
who plays the Jack Ryan in this?
John Krasinski.
Oh yeah, so it's the same guy that we've seen in the other ones.
Yeah, and it's got a great cast. You even have Sienna Miller in there. And I was looking at this as the show is opening, as the movie is opening into the main scenes. I'm like, oh, I love all these actors. But then like 20, 30 minutes in, I'm like, this is not going anywhere. It's so boring that within half the movie, I shut it off and I went and had Taco Bell. Like I just couldn't do the movie anymore. Yeah.
So maybe that's the movie to go see if you're looking for a movie that didn't quite make it.
Yeah, stinker. And you can see that one at home because it's on Paramount.
Okay. All right. Well, so I Googled the passenger film you were talking about.
Oh, okay.
And I guess
that one is on Prime Video. Sorry, not.
It's on Prime Video. Yeah. And I guess I'll have to read up more about it, but it doesn't say on Wikipedia. It doesn't say the scariest movie ever that you should avoid.
Well, so this is what it's about. There's a couple that's in a car and they're doing like the road trip life, and there's a car accident, and then they realize that they didn't leave the scene all the way there. So the crash is there, they're not alone, and in the trailer you see a man on the side of the road, and this guy is driving, and then the guy is still there. So you've got somebody in the car driving, you've got a scary guy on the side of the road, and he keeps driving and the guy is still there, right? So now you have this couple, they've got this creepy thing with them, and he will not go away until they're dead. So all I can think of, I'm going to go see this movie, and then for the rest of my life, I'm going to check my back seat as I get into my car. I don't need any more reasons to be afraid of anything.
Hold on, but Val, that's the impact of a scary movie, though, right? I mean, like, if it's not...
I didn't say it was a stinker. I just said, no, I'm not ever going to go see it.
Because I want to go to sleep at night.
Exactly.
Well, Val, you're welcome to join me. I'm the president of a club of organization of people that never watch horror movies.
My wife is in the same club.
Andy, we can both join this club.
See, here's the thing.
I'm on board.
My wife won't even, like, if there is a trailer on TV that plays for 1 second of anything that is even semi-scary, she is so far out. We have never watched a scary movie in my house or a horror movie in my house. in the almost 20 years that we've been married, because she's like, nope, not doing it. And she's like, the kids can like whatever they want. I will never watch that stuff. And so I grew up, on a steady diet of Poltergeist and The Changeling, which is still my favorite ghost movie of all time.
Oh my gosh!
But we don't watch them anymore, and I will tell you, it's like spicy foods. I don't eat spicy food anymore, and so I have zero tolerance for it now. I think I'd get freaked out by scary movies now if I started to dive into it. I don't, and I would never watch them by myself. So I think that's probably why.
Yeah,
we're probably
I watch
moved
them
out of
with
it.
a hoodie on, and then if I know it's too scary, I will pull the hoodie closed so that only one eyeball can see what's going on.
That's
if
how
I don't ever have to pull the hoodie, it wasn't scary
Yeah, that's
enough.
how my son did the maturation video in 6th grade. Also, at the presentation.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, I will never forget that image. I'm not lying about this. Because I'm like looking at him down, thinking, I'm like, hey, you listening, buddy? And it was like, gone. I'm not even going to be there. So that was his stinker. Was the video in 5th grade about becoming a man. All right, Val. Any other ones that people would be pleasantly surprised by this weekend, or something that they may want to avoid? I just don't know how many movies are people going to be diving into that are brand new this weekend versus ones that, like, hey, if you still haven't seen this is a good time to go see it.
I mean, go see Michael if you haven't seen it. The Mandalorian, great. There is a special movie screening of a movie that I've been waiting to see, and it's called Pressure. And on Monday at 2 o'clock at a lot of theaters across Salt Lake County, you can actually go see it before it comes out, and it's about World War II and D-Day with Brendan Fraser, and I've been waiting to see it, so I'm going to go see if I can get my tickets right after the show. But it's a special screening only at 2 o'clock at certain theaters, so you can look that up. So that's going to be really fun this weekend. But you could see Dutton Ranch. It's a show. You don't even have to leave your house. You can leave your comfortable pants on, and I really liked it. There's 2 episodes out right now. I gave it a B+. I like it when I don't have to leave my house.
Yeah.
And so that one for me was really good. And then there's actually, if you're in the documentaries, which I am, Steal This Story, Please, is also in theaters this weekend. It is 2.5 hours, though, so if you're not into docs, you might want to wait for it to go to streaming.
So
there you go.
I do. First of all, I love that Brendan Fraser is like back in our world. You know, like he's kind of he's looped back around, and since the comeback with The Whale, I think everybody, I don't know, it's just a guy that I've always loved.
We all loved him because he was a comedy guy in the 90s, and then he was briefly an action guy.
And he was the mummy guy, yeah.
And then he disappeared.
And then people beat him up over it, and then it was like gone. And then I'm glad we're getting the next version of it. Val, as always, phenomenal job. Now I know what to not get you for Christmas is that DVD of the Saw series, the DVD set of all the Saws.
Yeah, you're right. Do not do that.
All right, Val. Thanks again. Have a great weekend. Happy Memorial Day.
Thanks, you too.
There you go. Those are all the movies that stink.
When
and
we
some
come
of the
back,
good ones, too.
We have our 3 things.
We do have the 3 things that are coming right around the corner here on a Memorial Day weekend edition of KSL Brightside. Stay with us.
There's no doubt about it. This is the time of year when we all start focusing on that perfectly grilled steak. Now, some of us are pretty good. Some of us are just okay at doing that ourselves in the backyard. If you're really looking for that perfection in steaks, it's Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. And now with Memorial Day just around the corner, a lot of graduation parties are going on, special events, birthdays, you name it. It's time for you to make that reservation at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Now, obviously, we talk about steaks and how wonderful they are there, but they have so much more. The seafood, the poultry dishes, the side dishes, the desserts, and it's served to perfection. We have 2 locations. There's Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Hotel Park City, and also Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in the heart of downtown Salt Lake City at 275 Southwest Temple. It's the perfect steak, and it's waiting for you now at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
You bought an RV, and you got an automatic discount from Progressive by bundling it with your home or auto insurance. That's great, but a serious word of warning every RVer should heed. You don't need to talk about things like dry weight or dump stations. And you don't need one of those expensive water filter straws either. Because the most extreme thing most RVers encounter is a campsite without hookups. So just enjoy yourself. And Progressive's automatic discount when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Get in the zone. Auto AutoZone. Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Got any markdowns on brakes?
We mark Duralast brake pads down to free.
Free Duralast brake pads?
When you buy 2 rotors.
Can I get Duralast Gold pads for free?
With 2 Duralast Gold rotors, and there's a lifetime warranty on brake pads.
That's a huge markdown for so many miles.
Save on brakes and more during Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Any Hour Services can help unclog any drain in your house, whether you have a backup, a clog, or a slow drain you want fixed. Call Any Hour Services or visit anyhourservices.com.
KSL Brightside with Ethan and Alex. Turn your afternoon around on KSL News Radio.
All right, we're back. This is KSL Brightside. We've got the 3 things. Do you have our imaging here?
I mean, yeah, I do mostly, but yeah, here we go. So let's do it. We got the 3 things. These are our 3 things. Maybe not yours, but they're ours.
Your top trending stories happening right now. KSL Brightside's The 3 Things.
All right, first up, due to rapidly increasing fire danger, the U.S. BLM has implemented Stage 1 fire restrictions in southern Utah and northern Arizona. All BLM managed lands in southern Utah and the Arizona Strip, basically, it prohibits building or maintaining any open fire campfires using solid fuels or any ash-producing fuel. So you can use a camp stove. You can't build a fire. No smoking except within a vehicle or enclosed area.
The best way to enjoy a cigarette in a closed vehicle. Great job.
There's no grinding, cutting, or welding of metal. No operating or using any internal combustion engine without a spark-arresting device properly installed and in effective working order. Also, they want people to be very, very careful with their ammunition. If they're going out shooting on public lands, they need to have no steel in the bullet, which is prominent in military surplus and foreign-made ammunition. So if you're buying it from Russia...
This is not the direction I thought you were going to go.
Well, I'm just trying to think. Where do you buy steel-cased?
I don't know. You would know better than I do, my guy.
Wherever you buy it, you got to stay away from that.
All right.
So, if you're down in southern Utah and you were looking forward to that campfire, sorry.
No, a good chunk of the state is in that same spot. So if you're doing the camping thing, if you're on federal land anywhere, basically in the state of Utah, you can't make a fire at all. So that's going to be the deal. What do you have next?
Number 2.
Yes.
Consumer sentiment has tumbled to a fresh record low in May.
What does that mean?
As fears of higher prices grow due to the U.S.-Iran war and elevated oil prices. Consumer sentiment, that means just how
we're just not confident in the economy right now.
Sad.
Okay.
We're just sad. It fell to 44.8 from a preliminary reading of 48.2. That's fallen quite a bit since April, and also it is the lowest. We actually have dropped below where we were in June of 2022, which is our previous big low.
Right. So do people tend to, and by the way, that's when the gas prices were actually technically at their highest. So if you think that that's going to be, that's kind of a volatile markets will make the gas prices go up anyway, but the gas prices currently are at an all-time high. The all-time high was in that 21-22 kind of era there.
What we're learning is whoever runs this show in the future,
Brightside?
Not Brightside.
Oh, okay.
I mean like the larger
this show.
The larger show that we're all in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Inflation is got to be top of mind kind of forever. Because when you get inflation in, we go to chaos pretty quick. It introduces a ton of volatility in the economy, in politics, kind of everywhere. So
that's why, Ethan, I've always just put all my money in copper, zinc, and platinum, and other heavy metals.
You'll do great.
I love getting those commercials. Hey, look, if you're gonna freak people out during this low time of consumer sentiment. I love the idea of consumer sentiment.
This is the perfect time if you've got a wacky infomercial idea, if you've got a conspiracy theory that you want to roll out on YouTube. This is the perfect time. The perfect time you'll get max audience.
What happened to Uncle Craig? He moved down to southern Utah, smoked cigarettes in his closed vehicle, and just buys precious metals. That's all he does now.
Yeah,
that's all he does now. So I think that the consumer sentiment part, I'll say that I try not to be. What's great is being a kid right now. The kids have no idea what a gas price is. You know what I mean? You heard about it when you were a kid growing up, but you didn't think much about it. And parents are melting down right now, and their kids are going around going, Hey, school just ended. My life's awesome. It was a great time to be a kid because
I mean, May is the best time.
It is.
The best time to be a kid.
Here we are.
All right, number 3.
Mm-hmm.
New information for people on GLP-1s.
Oh, boy.
Apparently, in every type of cancer, except kidney cancer, people who started GLP-1 medications after their cancer diagnosis were less likely to have their tumors metastasize or spread. Can you believe that? In every type of cancer except kidney, if you start the GLP-1 after your diagnosis, it actually, according to this new study, it actually helps
slow the
prevent
growth
the growth and metastasizing of tumors.
Well,
the largest, I want to roll the last little bit of this information here before I get your witty retort.
No, I don't have a witty retort. I was just,
the largest reduction was seen for lung cancer and breast cancer.
Wow.
People with lung cancer were 50% less likely to progress to stage 4 than those taking a DPP-4 inhibitor. For breast cancer, 43% less likely to.
That's wild. And you think about it too. So I know that people. So the one thing they discourage people from it disqualifies you totally if you've had thyroid cancer at all, any kind of thyroid anything. You can't take a GLP-1 at all. So that's the one where they're like, don't do it because that's one that will but you're not supposed to use it at all if you even have like a family history of like thyroid cancer, things like that. So, right. But I mean, here's the reality about all this. Sounds like you made the best decision on the planet last week in jumping in
right?
both feet with the old GLP-1.
So here's what's interesting though. Okay. So according to Dr. Mark Orland, because when you think about the GLP-1s and they have these effects on your heart, your blood sugar, things like that, and a lot of that I think they believe is because the dramatic change in diet.
Oh, so
right?
the heart. These are all the positive things that they've done.
Yeah. Things of the benefits of GLP-1 have all kind of been tied to just the improvement in your diet. It has those knock-on effects, which are obvious and we know them. But with what Dr. Mark Orland says, and he's an internal medicine physician at Cleveland Clinic, he led this study. Okay, he said that he suspects that the benefits were not the result of better controlled diets, diabetes or obesity. He believes that the benefits were, quote, likely related to the drug itself, not just to the fact that people were living healthier.
So,
which is interesting. Now, this is just,
I can't believe it. You know what's crazy about all this? And again, this happens with all the different things, right? This is like how, I mean, Viagra was something else, right? Before it became what it is now. It's like you start to find what other side effects are of these other, like right now.
That's true. Sometimes they'll develop a drug for something and found that they'll find it treats something totally different.
This was, I mean, the GLP-1s were all supposed to be for basically just keeping type 2 diabetes in check. But it turned into the biggest weight loss craze that I've ever been alive for. Right? Well, I say weight loss craze in the sense of not like your Slim Fast and your pills and all those things that weren't FDA approved. They're just supplements. I'm saying this is the most significant, the thing that we always talked about, which was we'll never figure this obesity thing out until there's a pill.
Until there's a pill for it.
And here we are
with a pill. And I think we should be careful with the GLP-1s though, because people are losing so much weight that I'm frankly afraid that it's going to shift the Earth's axis.
Well, we talk about consumer sentiment, and actually they were talking about how the economy, when things do kind of right themselves, they're like the amount of money that people are going to, we talked about the retail effect of people now buying a bunch of new clothes and things like that, kind of new me, new you.
Right.
New day, and I'm wearing new clothes.
I've lost 50 pounds. I'm buying a new wardrobe.
No, and that stuff is absolutely real. And they were just talking about how the healthcare system, like the amount of money that people are going to be able to save because they're not throwing it away on all of the stuff to basically prevent all of the problems that obesity has caused for them. Yeah. It's going to be a huge boost for us.
Yeah.
That is maybe after the whole the whole war thing figures itself out and we can get back to normal gas prices. Okay. Millard, we got to take a break. We're taking your text at 57500. We are into the Memorial Day weekend. We hope you are too. Be safe traveling out there. People are already hitting the roads, and we want to make sure that you do it safely. Where are you going this weekend? What is the classic Memorial Day weekend move for your family? What do you guys do? What do you have in the books? I want to get ideas for me because I have stuff that we do, But I'm always open to new things. If somebody has like an awesome tradition, I want to hear what you guys do, what you're eating, where you're going, all of it for Memorial Day weekend. It is KSL Brightside. Stay with us.
1:30 at KSL News Radio. I'm Claire Scott. KSL's top story this hour. State Senator Todd Weiler is calling for more transparency and reforms to the Judicial Conduct Commission. This comes after the legislature chose not to investigate accusations of an inappropriate relationship between former Justice Diana Hagan and a lawyer who argued on the redistricting case before the High Court.
The chair of the Judicial Conduct Commission, she happens to be a very close friend of Judge Hagan. And she's a partner at the law firm with David Raymond.
Hagan has since resigned. Weiler said on his podcast, Political as Heck, that he has opened a bill file that calls for more relationship disclosures from commission members. A St. George man is pleading guilty to several counts of attempted murder in connection to a shootout with police back in July of last year. 42-year-old Benjamin Hansen says he shot his gun at several police officers, firing over 150 rounds, and then set his house on fire. As part of the deal, Hansen pleaded mentally ill, which means he could qualify for treatment. Our top national story this hour from ABC News. President Trump is promising an independent Federal Reserve as Kevin Warsh was sworn in as chairman today.
I want Kevin to be totally independent. I want him to be independent and just do a great job.
Warsh follows Jerome Powell, who was often at odds with the president over interest rate policies. Powell will stay on as a governor. Your money at this moment, the Dow is up 333 points. The S&P is up 29 points. And coming up, 80s over the weekend. KSL weather is next. KSL News Time, 1:32.
A reminder about the simplest way to get updated for your day.
Hit your KSL preset when you jump in the car, and we'll take care of the rest.
Hear key news updates and traffic reports.
Andy and Amanda from 5 to 9 in your car.
KSL News Radio at 102.7 FM.
Since 1947, Whipple Service Champions has been Utah's most trusted name for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services. Got a high-priced repair bill from another company and you're just not sure about it? Call Whipple. Get a free, no-pressure estimate or bring us their quote for an honest second opinion. Totally free. Whipple Service Champions, Utah's first place for second opinions since 1947. Call 385-273-7167 for your free estimate today. 385-273-7167.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Now, get the Hyundai Tucson for 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Visit your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end June 1st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Traffic and weather together brought to you by UCCU. Receive 4% cash back on cruises at UCCU.com. Here's Ricky Meese.
Earlier crashes have been cleared off our freeways and other side streets, but I can see through the UDOT traffic cameras the Memorial Day holiday getaway is kicking in. We do have delays going south through parts of Utah County. Expect some heavy and slower traffic southbound I-15 right now between the Highway 6 junction in Spanish Fork all the way to Santaquin. Now, if you're going to be traveling Highway 6 through Spanish Fork Canyon. Right now, it's looking pretty quiet through the Thistle area where construction work is taking place near the Highway 89 junction. That could change, though, so plan ahead. The Ute Stampede Rodeo and Extreme Bulls is back. Save the date, July 8th through 11th. Tickets are going fast. Don't miss out. UteStampedeRodeo.com. UteStampedeRodeo.com. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
Partly cloudy skies and rising temperatures through the weekend. We'll see 80s tomorrow and highs near 90 degrees for Memorial Day on Monday. Right now it is 68 and partly cloudy. I'm Claire Scott from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at KSLNewsRadio.com. We're Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
KSL Brightside with Ethan Miller.
Do they not have enough of us recorded already? They could just do this in AI.
And Alex Curie.
We're not even real. This entire show is just a hologram.
This is KSL Brightside on KSL News Radio.
Welcome back. This is KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Miller here with Alex Curie. And Alex, I want to share something with you that I've learned growing up here in Utah. And I share this with people sometimes. They'll say they'll be coming to Utah for whatever reason. Sometimes they'll move here. They'll be doing business here. I'll get asked, about it. And I'll say, well, one thing that I think will help you navigate Utah is that in Utah, yes means yes. And yes also means no. That you might be surprised in Utah how often you hear a yes when people are actually meaning no.
What do you mean?
They just don't want to tell you no to your face.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Because
politeness.
We really still carry this idea that you can't abide contention.
Sure.
And so we say yes to a lot of things that we have no intention of doing in order to spare someone's feelings in the moment. Now, it's not the best thing about our culture. It is very, very real, though. And I think everyone understands what I'm talking about. So what I've got here, I found this story today. It says this: Harvard and MIT negotiation experts, how to say no without making things awkward. It's an underrated superpower. That's what they say.
That's an interesting thing that you bring up. Now, why?
How to say no without making it awkward.
So this is just a generic, how to say no to something. I thought, because when I initially came in, so I saw an article this last week that was how to say no to all those foods that I want to eat, because that's my battle now.
Well, that's easy. You walk right up to it, and you look it square in the eye, and you tell that box of Oreos, no.
There was actually, it was a very direct.
Wag
it was
your
like,
finger at it.
It was
no.
basically like if you have a family member who's like, hey, no, but you should try it. I know you're doing this weight loss thing, but just try it. And it was like, oh no, I'm trying to watch my figure. And it was like, there is none of that. You basically have to offend, or at least you just have not offend. You have to put out of your mind that what you saying no is going to offend them.
Yeah.
And you just have to say very directly no. So is that what they're saying, or is there an art, or is it even more delicate to that?
So here's what they say. So this is a jointly written article by someone from Harvard, someone from MIT, and they are negotiation experts, which I didn't know was a program at can you get a master's in negotiation?
I bet you could. I bet you could.
So this is what they say. First tip, be polite but empathetic. So this is what they might say as a way to be polite but empathetic. That's so kind of you. I appreciate your asking. I'm sorry, but I can't say yes. What do you think about that? if you said, hey, I want you to try this Oreo. I know you're on a diet, but I want you to eat this Oreo.
And then I say, I'm sorry, but I can't say yes.
You say, that's so kind of you. I appreciate your asking. I'm sorry, but I can't say yes.
I'm sorry, but I can't say yes sounds like a song.
You know what it
from
also
the
sounds
80s?
like?
And I feel like, here's the thing is first of all, if I said that to somebody, they'd be like, you read this in an article. I feel like that they would say that immediately, because it sounds trite. It sounds disingenuous. That's not how I speak.
That's what I thought too.
This is not how humans speak. Yes. I'm sorry, but I can't say yes. What is this?
You're right. It is an 80s song.
It's like, I won't say.
It's a Meatloaf
the
song.
Article, yeah, the article.
But I can't say yes.
The article, or the album is called I Have to Say No, but then the title song on it is I Wish I Could, but I Have to Say Yes. That to me comes across as what I
can't say yes.
I can't say yes. I can't say yes is
I want to
not
say no,
a
but I
way
can't.
humans talk.
Well,
but whatever, I'm willing to listen to it
When
because they go to MIT, they go to Harvard.
I know.
If I had a loved one say this to me, I would be like, they rehearsed this, and I don't like any part of this.
I would feel put out as well. And also, I think there's this element too. When someone says, "I'm sorry, but I can't say yes," they're also saying to you, "I also can't say no," which is why I'm saying I can't say yes instead of just saying no.
I have no ability to say no, so I have this card prepared to read to you that says, "I'm sorry, but I can't say yes."
So this next one hypothesizes a situation at work. Okay, so let's say someone offers you a job and you aren't interested. You might say, "I'm dedicated to my current team," or "I'm on a good trajectory and I'm not interested in moving."
Okay.
In other words, you say it's not that your job you're offering me is terrible. It's that I'm on a good trajectory and I'm not interested in moving. Now, the problem with this is this is a variation of "it's not you, it's me," which is almost in every circumstance a falsehood.
Right.
You say to spare someone's feelings.
Yeah.
So if someone says, "Hey, I got this job," and you don't like it, it's not a good fit for you, instead of saying, "No, that's not a good fit for me, I'm not going to take it," you say, "I'm on a good trajectory, I'm not interested in moving." Then what if 4 weeks later you move jobs?
Right.
You've just outed yourself as a massive liar. Right?
Okay, I'm asking ChatGPT something right now. This is just on the fly here. Give me some phrases to tell someone no. And so let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. It says, "Okay, I appreciate the offer, but I'll have to pass. Thanks for thinking of me, but I can't.
That's fine.
I'm not available for that." It's like, hey,
all these are better than this.
You should try this donut. I'm not available for that. I'm currently not here.
What bothers me about this list from these two, I guess, academics, is that they're deceptive. And
it's not telling the full truth.
I know how hard it is to say no. And I know that if I don't say no, I could be deceptive. I could deceive someone into believing something that is not real because I want to spare their feelings. But these guys are not any more honest. These answers are not any more honest. It's driving me crazy. Now,
bunch of lying liberals at these big old liberal colleges. Come on, man.
Here's the last one that I want to mention, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They say this is the category. The overall category is keep your reasons vague, because they say what the problem is that if you're not looking for a solution, if you just want to say no, you're not looking to resolve anything, you're not looking for a solution, you're not looking to compromise, then you want to keep your response as short as possible. Because if you try and say too much, then they might try and help you problem solve so that you can say yes, right? Now, this is the most helpful thing that they express because it's the thing that gets us closer to a quick no, which is the kind thing to do, right? That's the kind thing to do. It's not kind to drag it out and drag someone through, all of this mud. But I'm not sure how I feel about this list.
Okay, how about this? Well, so what you're telling me is we need to go straight back to when you and I were in elementary school and in middle school. Do you know where I'm going with this?
No.
Our very beloved Nancy Reagan. What was her vibe on drugs?
Don't do drugs. Say no.
Just say no.
Just say no.
That was it. That's all you have to do. If you go any more complicated than that, like I just asked ChatGPT, I got much more specific because this weekend's going to be tough for me. You know why?
Drugs.
My drug, whipped cream, pudding, all those things, right? Okay. Right. So I said, give me some of those answers for somebody that insists that I eat something while I'm on a diet. It's Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
So ChatGPT says, looks amazing, but I'm sticking to my plan. Okay.
That's good.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I'm good, thanks. I'm trying to stay disciplined.
Yeah.
Trust me, if I start, I won't stop. That's another good one. I already promised myself I'd stay on track. I'm saving my cheat meal for something better. I would not say that to someone at their barbecue, by the way.
I'm saving myself for the chocolate cake.
I like the idea. What are you saving? I'm saving myself for the person that I marry. I'm sorry. What was I saying? I'm saving myself for a better piece of pie. That's like
it's better food.
I know. I know it's Memorial Day, but I'm still trying to hit my goals.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all things you can use, by the way. You
Yeah.
can just go and because I'm thinking about this for my drug of choice, like I said, which is just food, just sugar.
We got a text at 57500. It says, I completely forgot that Memorial Day was on Monday.
Oh, no.
Now I've got more time to just pull the weeds out of my backyard that I pulled the week before.
Oh, I like it.
Welcome to my world.
I know. Hey, here's what we're going to do. We are going to take a break here, but we're taking your text at 57500. I'm taking your food items that you have to have that are traditions for your family. What traditions do you do on Memorial Day for your family? Is it a cemetery trip? Is it a golf situation? Not at the cemetery. They probably would frown on that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hole in one. Come on. But Grandpa would have loved it. He's like, he would have wanted us to do this.
Maybe.
All right, 57500, all the things that you're eating, where you're traveling on a Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully you're doing it safe. We will take the break here. We'll come back. More KSL Brightside right around the corner.
If your water heater's over 10 to 15 years old, congratulations. You've beat the average. What's up, everybody? I'm Mike Wilson with Any Hour Services, and I love hearing stories of people having water heaters that are really old and they're still doing their job. Unfortunately, most of us won't be that lucky. And when water heaters fail, it's usually in spectacularly inconvenient fashion. Whether it's an unexpected cold shower when we're already running late for work, or worse yet, coming home to a flooded basement, it's never fun. If you'd like to look into replacing your water heater before it fails, Any Hour Services is having a sale for any homeowners listening. Whether you're looking for a new tanked water heater or you want to see what upgrading to a tankless would cost, the plumbers at Any Hour Services can show you what options are available. And right now, you can save $400 on a tanked water heater or $1,200 on a tankless. If you think you might be interested, call Any Hour Services today and schedule your free estimate. 801-443-7400. You can Google Any Hour Services. You can even schedule online at anyhourservices.com. No one helps more homeowners than Any Hour Services.
My friend Joey means well.
Always remember that the early bird gathers no moss.
But he gets a little confused.
You can't make a silk purse out of a wooden nickel.
Like Joey, many of us can be confused when it comes time to plan for retirement. When to take Social Security, how to use that 401k, what about the stock market, taxes, and Medicare? Todd Kim at Galileo Wealth Management can help to simplify retirement planning. His goal is to have you walk into retirement with confidence, not worry, and to address the number one concern among retirees today, the fear of running out of money. Call Galileo Wealth today for a no-cost, no-obligation meeting to talk about the details of your retirement. 385-247-7000. It's 385-247-7000 or online, GalileoWealth.com. And remember,
one man's trash is thicker than water. Of course, water's not thick at all. It's watery.
KSL Broadcast Group contests are open to participants 18 years of age and older that are residents of Utah, unless otherwise specified. Employees or agents of the station, Bonneville International Corporation, other area radio stations, or any entity associated with the contest may not enter. Persons who have won in the last 30, 60, or 90 days from a station contest or event may not be eligible. Full general contest rules are available at kslnewsradio.com/contests.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
KSL Brightside with Ethan and Alex. Your lunch hour just got more interesting on KSL News Radio.
All right. Welcome back. This is KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Millard here with Alex Geary. And we're doing it. We're nearly at the Memorial Day weekend. We just have a few hours left to go, and then we're all going to clock out, and we'll see you. Well, I'll see you on Highway 6 at 9 p.m. on Monday. While I'm trying to get to the Maverick because I drank 64 ounces between.
I love that was Ricky Meese's traffic her traffic suggestion to us was, please go to the bathroom before you hit those bad roads. Yeah, because listen, it's not.
That is so.
Because
you just have to say it. You just have to say it.
Look,
you just have to say it.
The toe tapping, or the move also where you're pushing your left leg that's not on the pedal super hard against the floorboard of your car.
I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it because I have.
You've done all of it.
Oh my goodness!
Oh
yeah. Because we love our favorite camping area is the San Rafael Swell. That we love going down there.
Have you mentioned that before? I don't know.
Which means I mentioned it earlier today on the stream. By the way, if you guys don't know this, we actually start this show at noon, and it's a live stream on YouTube for the first hour.
We had a ton of fun today, by the way.
So join us there because I did mention that that's where we like to
Yes.
go. But what that means is
what?
A one trip each direction in Spanish Fork Canyon, and you have to have a plan for that.
Well,
you have to have a plan for that.
I think it's important. And somebody just texted us. Andrew just texted and said, "Hey, to clarify, the memorials and cemeteries and the amount of flowers and reverence around places like Washington D.C. is amazing. These type of weekends. So I didn't grow up a Memorial Day weekend guy that visited cemeteries.
Yep.
You kind of told me the same way because your family members, you're both sides of both families, right? They're not all buried here, right?
That's correct.
And so we were the same way. Like, I have some connections to some of it here, but like until I got married to somebody who's from here, with grandparents and on both sides in both places, you do the thing where and I thought it was because cemeteries when I was growing up, we never went to them. Like you just didn't go, and the only time you went to them was like
because they were haunted.
There's a little bit like I think that was the only time
you don't go to the cemetery where I'm from.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like, and I remember what was a weird thing for me in the culture when I got here. I'm not saying like the LDS culture or anything. I'm just saying like the Memorial Day culture because I'm LDS, so I wasn't like unfamiliar with what some of the people's feelings were on death.
Keep going.
I'm just saying I couldn't believe like kids were running through the cemeteries. I'm like, watch where you're stepping, man.
Yeah.
But like,
it's a different thing.
It is a totally different thing. And I remember being like, oh, there were people with their setup, the outdoor like tent things, and they've got the little Caesars boxes out, and everybody's high-fiving each other, and like and I'm going, this is an interesting thing because I always thought about it like being like a standing there with your arms down by your side and solemn and everything. And you know what it was? You get together and you chat about grandma and grandpa, or half the time you're just there hanging out with the other family members you hadn't seen in a minute.
Well, listen, for more of Alex's hot takes on how Utahns honor their ancestors, make sure to tune in here on KSL News Radio.
I told you we're getting buried up here at the Salt Lake Cemetery.
Oh yeah, that's great. Great place.
Despite the 1-star reviews that we read from them today on the on our streaming portion of the show, the stuff that people will write 1-star reviews on, it just has no bounds, has no end.
I love cruising around on Google Maps, looking at things and finding the 1-star reviews because everything has a 1-star.
Oh, and everybody has their opinion. They're like, and they can't believe.
And they're wild.
They're incensed.
Okay.
Never have a loved one buried here. That was the headline of the 1-star review at Salt Lake Cemetery. I was laughing my butt off.
I think Salt Lake Cemetery is a great place to be buried. I grew up in Salt Lake, so of course that's like.
Well, you should be.
That's the big dog.
You have to be buried there then.
Salt Lake City Cemetery is where everyone important is buried.
Plus, Emo's grave's there.
Oh yeah,
that's a big deal. Actually, I don't think it is anymore. I think that
did they? What do you mean it's not there anymore? Did it fall into a time warp?
It may have. No, I think that I don't know. Maybe they exhumed Emo and then put him somewhere else. I don't know. I've heard tale that it's not there anymore.
It's not there anymore?
Yeah. Anyway, bottom line is when you're at the cemetery getting haunted by your loved ones this weekend. But again, this has now become part of the culture because like my dad has since passed away. That was the first person who died who was I was super close to.
Is he buried nearby?
Here in Utah. Yeah. Up in Layton.
Up in Layton.
Yeah. And there's a guy who didn't grow up here, had no ties here, but lived the last portion of his life here. The last couple of years, and so we'll go up with Mom, and we'll go up we'll put some flowers down there, probably some licorice, some black licorice down there. Isn't it interesting, like the stuff that we do on our Memorial Days and how we honor our loved ones?
I think it is interesting.
It's cool.
I love black licorice, so.
Well, we put it. I feel like me taking it off the shelves for other people is a service.
Did your dad love it?
Oh, are you kidding?
Oh,
loved it.
I didn't know that. I didn't know we had that in common. I wish he and I had talked about that.
He probably would have talked your ear off about it. You've met my dad, and he's about as good at it.
I do.
So.
My family's buried in Idaho Falls and Indianapolis, Indiana. That's where you'll find my progenitors.
Hey, where are your family buried? Give us a text 57500. No, Ethan, give me some. Oh, I've got some things for you. Now I went through And we had done on the stream also the things that were the most important food items
for Memorial Day.
Yep. And what I thought was interesting too, excuse me, was the things that you have to stick to tradition. But we do that for, and I think you mentioned it. You mentioned something about how we are nothing except for we're all style and no substance here in the United States.
Well, that's the turkey. The turkey is,
and
the
that's what I was saying.
that.
Is that like
we're style over substance,
right? Because I said that Thanksgiving is interesting because I don't like pumpkin pie particularly.
Yeah.
I definitely don't like turkey in particular. And people go, "Oh, are you kidding me? You have my grandma's turkey." The thing is though, if it were good, we'd have it more than once a year.
Yeah, and turkey exemplifies that. Look at this big, beautiful turkey. We all get in the photo. It's dry.
Memorial Day is phenomenal because it's an underrated food holiday. Because it is the things that I actually do love.
Okay,
I don't have to convince Here's the thing: you don't have to convince yourself that a burger that is awesome is good. You don't have to convince yourself that that hot dog is. Now you can ruin anything, but they say so. Here's what ChatGPT told me. Okay. Again, I just lean on that. I don't like your opinion. I only like ChatGPT's opinion on things.
That's great.
And so I'm asking people the must-have food item at the Memorial Day stuff, and it could be a side. Now, ChatGPT suggested, here are the things they said you have to have.
Okay.
They're like essential for your thing. And then it even said, I said, make it more simple. And they said, oh, yeah, you stay simple. Don't overdo it, okay? They said it requires.
ChatGPT said that?
Yeah, well, because I said, I don't want it all complicated, though. Pare it down to the things that I need. And I even said, don't make the menu for me. Just tell me what a good Memorial Day weekend menu is.
All right.
And they said, dial it back to one impressive meat. That was the wording that they used. One impressive meat.
How impressive is ground beef?
That's what I'm saying is like one impressive meat. Again, great band name.
Let's just say one meat.
Yeah.
Let's say one meat.
Just one meat. But it has to impress if it's only going to be the one thing, right?
All right.
2 cold sides. And then it even said, in parentheses on one of them, one hopefully nostalgic. And I thought that there is something to that if you have a nostalgic side. 1 crispy side, and I didn't know what that meant. I was like, what the heck is a crispy side? I assume it means no, I don't think it was extra tasty crispy. I think it just means like chips. Yeah.
Chips.
And then a cool dessert. And
Jell-O. Or is he saying like cool like
no, like hip.
Hip.
No. A cool dessert like hey, you're outside and it's typically kind of warmer.
Popsicles.
Ice cream. We talked about the ice cream, we talked about popsicles. I would also say that anything that you end up, any kind of cake or so we do the thing that has like the, it's like the whipped cream and the puddings and stuff like that, and like a crust on the bottom
with the chopped up pretzel crust.
Yeah, but we call it a salad so that it's healthy.
Yeah, no, we have that too. We have marshmallow salad, which makes an appearance at all of our family events. Marshmallow salad.
When I came to Utah to live for the first time. I say live, but it was at the Missionary Training Center, if you call that living.
It is living. Look, man, 3 squares a day.
Well, this is what I wanted to bring up. I grew up with people who they made like the cold salads, the Jell-O salads and stuff.
Sure.
The first time I sat down, and I thought it was an April Fool's prank, even though it was nowhere near April Fool's. I was thinking, what are we doing? It was a Jell-O salad, like an ambrosia type, it's got the marshmallows, the whipped cream. And I think it had like the cherries and all the
canned
and the fruit.
fruit.
Yeah. It's one of those salads they dump everything in. But what shocked me was, and I thought that they had a mix up in the kitchen, and I thought we were getting clowned. They had cheddar cheese grated into it, and I was like, "You guys, they freaking accidentally got all this cheddar cheese in there." And these other guys are
spilled the cheese.
No, they're shoveling it into their mouths. They're like, "Oh, just like Grandma used to make." And I'm like, "What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here?" And I didn't know that was like, I don't think a lot of people do that per se.
Yeah.
But I know that it's a move. And I know people do stuff like they put sharp cheddar cheese on top of a nice hot slice of pie. Like we've heard that before.
Well, there's that pear and cheddar pie.
Yeah, and I'm not.
It's not
huge into that.
Yeah.
But if it's Memorial Day weekend, you have an opportunity here to solidify. And don't confuse. And I would say 4th of July and Memorial Day get wrapped up into one from a food perspective. Because there's a lot of outdoor stuff.
It's outdoor cooking, yeah.
I want your recipes, though. 57500.
All right.
I love to know what the nostalgic one is on that list. All right, we'll come back. Next hour of KSL Brightside is right around the corner. Stay with us.
KSL FM Midvale.
KSL Salt Lake City.
From the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios, this is KSL News Radio.
Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
2 o'clock at KSL News Radio. I'm Claire Scott. KSL's top story this hour. A former University of Utah student who was detained by ICE last month has been released and reunited with his family. ICE detained 22-year-old Alessandro Pacheco, even though he only has one traffic citation on his record and was brought to the U.S. when he was 1. Pacheco was being held in California, where a judge ordered he be released immediately.
The judge found that there was zero basis to hold Mr. Pacheco. Yeah, none. Lisandro should not have been arrested in the first place.
Pacheco's attorney, Adam Craig, tells KSL once Pacheco and his fiancée are married, he can start applying for permanent U.S. residency. Our top national story this hour from ABC News. More movement against President Trump's controversial $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund, this time from Republicans.
Republicans are demanding answers and refusing to approve more funding for the president's immigration crackdown until they get them. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche scrambling to the Hill. For over 2 hours, Blanche getting an earful, Republicans yelling at him. Some of the president's most ardent supporters telling the acting attorney general that the president's fund will cost them the majority in the upcoming midterms.
ABC's Mary Bruce reporting. Your money at this moment, the Dow is up 294 points, the S&P is up 27 points. And coming up, partly cloudy skies all weekend. KSL weather is next. KSL News Time, 2:01.
The sources where we get our news matters.
When you listen to Utah's Morning News, we want you to feel the stories are important to you and trustworthy. This is Amanda Dixon.
And I'm Andy Farnsworth. Join us weekday mornings on KSL News Radio.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-551-7672.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-551-7672. That's 800-551-7672.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
I'm Christian Staples with Arctic Spas. Wellness starts at home. At Arctic Spas, we have what you need for home wellness. Hot tubs provide physical and mental relaxation, improve circulation, and stimulate better sleep, all while giving the perfect time to connect with loved ones. Swim spas and all-weather pools provide at-home, low-impact exercise, a break from gravity, and family fun. Cold tubs provide muscle recovery, reduce soreness, and provide the best mental boost. Saunas help you recover, detox, and improve your cardiovascular health. This can all be done at your home, ready whenever you are, and you can find it all at Arctic Spas. We are here to help you relax, exercise, and recover. We make it easy for you. You can find out more at ArcticSpasUtah.com or stop by one of our 3 stores covering all of Utah in Salt Lake, American Fork, and St. George. Arctic Spa, the only spa built for Utah's harsh climate.
Traffic and weather together brought to you by UCCU. Improve cash flow with a home equity line of credit. Here's Ricky Meese.
One crash to tell you about. It's in Riverton on 126 South, about 1300 West. It's getting moved out of traffic. But if you're headed south, trying to get a jump on the holiday travel, we already have delays, and they're pretty solid at times. Southbound I-15 from Springville down to Santaquin. UDOT construction alert planned for heavy traffic this Memorial Day weekend. Delays of up to 90 minutes are expected on US 6 in Spanish Fork Canyon. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
Highs in the 80s this weekend and up to 87 on Monday. We'll see a breeze move in on Memorial Day, which brings in some cloud coverage, but until then, it's partly cloudy skies and warm. Right now it is 66 and fair. I'm Claire Scott from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com for Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
KSL Brightside with Ethan Miller.
Now we've got houses, kids, responsibilities.
And Alex Keary.
Yeah, we're all grown up. We have pre-diabetes, lower back pain.
This is KSL Brightside on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome back. KSL Brightside. We just got 1 hour left before we pass this baton to the afternoon news. Jeff Kaplan. And
I want to join the ranks of all the management in the building, and frankly, everybody else
who's already left,
who'd never showed up today. That's good. No, but just, I mean, like, what's great about days like today are you pull out of that parking garage. I go across all of the executives' parking spots. I do. I park 4 across because I'm like, they're not here. It's fine.
All right. So next up on the show, Alex.
By the way, HR, before you come down, that's a joke. Okay.
That's a joke.
I noticed you parked your car across. Or you mentioned you parked your car across 3 different parking spots. No, I didn't.
That's a security risk.
I know. We've towed it. All right, I get it.
So one of my favorite Saturday Night Live skits from way, way back in the day was the All Drug Olympics, which is this hypothetical Olympic Games where you can take any kind of drugs you want.
Anything.
And the Russian weightlifter goes out there to lift 1,500 pounds in a deadlift and
Phil
tears
Hartman.
his arms off.
Phil Hartman is the I've got to listen.
The Russian weightlifter.
You could take a listen if you need your memory refreshed. Here we go.
Getting ready to lift now is Sergei Akhmudov of the Soviet Union. His trainer has told me that he's taken anabolic steroids, Novocaine, NyQuil, Darvon, and some sort of fish paralyzer. Also, I believe he's had several cocktails within the last hour or so. All of this, of course, is perfectly legal at the All Drug Olympics. In fact, it's encouraged. Akhmudov is getting set now. He's going for a clean and jerk of over 1,500 pounds, which would triple the existing world record. That's an awful lot of weight, Dennis, and here he goes.
And then he rips his arms off.
At that point, his arms are ripped off.
And he just stumbles around stunned because he's on a fish tranquilizer.
Now,
so, fast forward to today, because this Sunday down in Las Vegas, guess what you can watch? It is the Enhanced Games, which is a nice way of saying Steroid Olympics.
The all drug Olympics.
Now this is starting to pick up steam because Donald Trump Jr. is one of the backers of this now, and so it's starting to really kind of become a thing.
Is he going to make it with his upcoming nuptials this week?
Who knows? I have no idea if this is part of his honeymoon is to go watch these people on steroids. But this is designed to basically say, hey, you know what? We have all these rules in the Olympics, things like that. This is just to see how far you can go.
Wouldn't it be nice just to see what the human body could do, even if it's pushed past its natural physical limits, to see how far it could go? And this sounds like the most. Ethan, you and I love the movie Idiocracy.
Yeah.
Welcome to Costco. I love you. I just think that, and the whole thing is to show where humans would be in 200 years.
Eventually, if we just stayed on that.
It's like the IQs get lowered and all this stuff. And the all drug Olympics sounds like something that President Camacho would have would have absolutely loved, because I think that it sounds appalling but in the end, though, it's adults who are I'm going to participate in this thing.
For sure.
And what they're going to do is, and by the way, we are fascinated by speed. We are fascinated by strength. And if you're able to put up numbers and people don't care. Look, when they do these Mr. Olympia, competitions and stuff, by the way, those are the all drug Olympics. I mean, those are the all drug, games, so to speak, because there are, I don't know what the actual restrictions are, but everyone is in agreement that everyone is on these enhancers to be able to get your body to this spot or whatever. Yeah. Now, when you watch the Strongest Man in the World competition, same thing. They're not doing drug testing on these guys. They are throwing kegs 100 feet in the air or whatever it is over those bars.
Yeah.
This is some version of that. But what's crazy to me is that I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds terrible. And yes, you think of this is literally become a parody. the parody has become reality now.
Well, and-
almost 40 years later, because that skit was from 1988, by the way.
So
now, 38 years later,
It's
we're
come
actually
true.
doing it, and people are paying massive amounts of money. They're building. It's an arena that is built for the enhanced games, Ethan.
Trump Jr. said in a statement, this is, quote, real competition, real freedom.
Wait, who said this?
Trump Jr.
Okay,
Donald Trump Jr.
I wouldn't have been surprised if it was
Because he's
Trump,
backing this whole thing.
So real
But I'll tell
competition,
you-
real what? Freedom?
Real freedom, yeah.
Okay.
Which I
don't know
disagree
about,
that.
I don't know about throwing like your rights in there with all of this, but
Well,
whatever.
But this is part of the problem is we've kind of been hooked. We've kind of embraced this weird nihilism in America, where rules are stupid. Rules keep you from achieving, and breaking the rules and doing things you're not supposed to. Well, smart. I mean, you want money, you want to be rich or not? Because it's smart. If you want money, this is smart. If you want to win, this is smart. Then you do the smart thing. And it's this crazy nihilism that has just grasped our country, and I see this as part of it. Is like, well, look, do you want to break the record or not? Steroids are smart. I mean, what do you want to do? You want to win this race or not? It's smart.
Weren't the bad guys in The Big Lebowski? They were all nihilists.
They're
right?
all nihilists.
We believe in nothing.
We are nihilists. They're nihilists, dude.
Flea was one of the nihilists.
They're nihilists,
from the Red
dude.
Hot Chili Peppers. Oh, the thing is, I feel like
I don't
we
like
could quote,
it. Are they adults? Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we be celebrating these people as like
Okay,
athletes? No.
when
This is like going to something fun, like going to a circus, right?
Well, okay, there you go.
This is what
there
it's
you
like.
go. But I will say this: when guys cheated, so Ben Johnson is kind of we think of Ben Johnson, right? The old Canadian sprinter who.
Oh, I haven't thought about that guy in a long time.
I know, but when he was, I can't remember what Olympics it was. I want to say it was '88. Speaking of, maybe that's where the. Since this came out in '88, maybe this is where
that was from.
It could have been the spark for that. But I think when Ben Johnson ran like a 9.7, which was unheard of. I think the world record now is a 9, just under that. I think that Usain Bolt has set the world record in the 100. But then when Ben Johnson was found to have been taking performance enhancing drugs, then people were like, "Well, throw it out. That record's gone." But then you're also like, "Yeah, but man, did you see how fast that was?"
Yeah.
And there's that part of you that goes, that would be interesting to see what a human body could do if they were pushed to the very brink.
Well, now you can.
Major League Baseball, we know what that will get you. It'll get you 74 home runs. It will make it to where no one will ever throw the ball to you. And if they do, you will hit it over the fence every time, Barry Bonds. And then later we will go, man, that was crazy. Was he on performance-enhancing drugs? Who knows? And then everyone's like, well. And then we go, but I'll tell you what we're not going to do is we're going to all quietly never put you in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Which is what the baseball writers in the Hall of Fame committee sits down and they go, well, these are the names of people who will never get in.
Yeah.
And it's a dozen people who have been a part of it, who have denied it to some extent, some have done. And you know what? You know what that gave us? The coolest freaking home run race in the history of mankind back in 1998 between Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. Both of those guys who I grew up watching play baseball, who then had they had these crazy physiques and they were but you know what we did? We tuned in every gosh dang night to watch those guys hit as many home runs as they could.
Yeah.
And we watched every second of it. And then in the end, and you think people weren't wondering about it at that point? Of course they were.
Oh, yes.
But they were also going, yeah, but isn't it darn cool to see these guys hit all these home runs over the fence? That's this version of it to where there isn't the – look, they're not doing anything under any regulation, and that's a weird thing. But, you know, we also have the UFC going on in Las Vegas where you're punching guys in faces and choking people out. You have bare-knuckle fighting that is, like, very, very barbaric, you know. But you know what? Who
Are
cares?
enhancement drugs allowed in
I don't think they are.
fighting?
No. I'm just saying from the sense of, like, look, gladiatorism at its highest if you'll allow me to say a fake word, but that's what all this is, right?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to hear from you via text 57500. So Donald Trump Jr. says that these steroid games, the enhanced games, represent the future. Real competition, real freedom, and real records being smashed. Is that true? Is it time? as it seems to be implied here, to just set aside our antiquated notions that drugs are bad.
Wait, who said that? What did they say?
Trump Jr. The enhanced games represent the future.
I
real
believe the
competition, real freedom.
steroids are the future.
Is prohibiting performance-enhancing drugs, is that a violation of your freedom? Is the future really enhanced games? Is that really the future?
But you'll watch the
Do we need to throw out all our old rules because they're stupid and they prevent us from being great?
Right. Listen.
Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here from the all steroid Olympics.
I know. But when you're watching an F1 race, and I'm an F1 guy, I'm a racing guy.
Yeah.
I like to see those. These humans are taking these machines that they have enhanced to the craziest level, and that humans can only travel as fast as our inventions will take us, right? And so that, in this case, is kind of an interesting thing to say. Well, you know what? We're going to do it, and you don't like it? Fine, don't watch it. I'm not a fan of it, but if you think I don't want to see a little bit and be like, dude, I think that guy just ran a sub-9 100 meters. Guys, and guess what? When the aliens attack us, I want that enhanced guy over here beating people up, all right?
He can't, because if he goes more than 100 meters, his heart will explode.
No, I'm just saying, like...
He can help you, but only 100 meters at a time.
Right. All right.
But he has probably pretty good recovery, so maybe he can.
Actually, I just found my new argument. When the aliens come, I don't care if you're enhanced or not.
You want the steroid armed forces out there?
Just defeat the bad guys, please. All right?
Okay. All right, we're going to grab a quick break.
Yes.
When we come back, I'm actually not even...
Oh, I am.
Not even sure.
I got it in front of me. We got all sorts of fun stuff
Jeff
going on.
Bezos.
We got the Jeff Bezos talk here.
He says that the bottom half of Americans should pay no taxes.
Amazing.
No income tax.
We'll talk about it next. Stay right here with us. KSL Brightside.
America First Credit Union has everything you need to get your money working. And for a limited time, new members get a $150 cash bonus for opening a checking account and $200 more for enrolling in and using direct deposit. If you're ready to do more with your money and get up to $350 cash, head to americafirst.com and become a member today. Subject to membership eligibility, terms, creditworthiness, change, and conditions. Additional requirements may apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Progressive provides protection for your boat and other outdoor vehicles so you can explore new things.
Oh, I can finally try pesto.
We meant like water skiing.
I've just never had pesto.
Or maybe take the boat somewhere new.
I mean, is pesto spicy or sweet? Oh, guess we'll find out, right?
Right. Bundle home or auto insurance with your boat, RV, or motorcycle and stay protected with Progressive while you explore.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not ready for pesto.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
The Management Minute is a service of the MBA program and the Shingo Institute in the John M. Huntsman School of Business at Utah State University. I'm Professor Scott Hammond. I know it's surprising, but I had a dispute with my healthcare provider about a bill. In the resolution, the kind person in the clinic who was trying to help me kept saying, they won't let me. They don't know. They're trying to. It was they. It was like this person was stepping out of their organization, then talking to me. The Shingo Institute and the MBA program at Utah State University teach you that if you're saying they instead of we, then your organization has an alignment problem. The people who are facing the customer are not fully connected with the organizational systems. Time to get everyone on the same page. Learn more about organizational alignment with an MBA from Utah State University or a certificate from the Shingo Institute. Go to utahstatemba.com. That's utahstatemba.com. I'm Scott Hammond. Hope to see you in one of our classes.
Getting help with plumbing repairs is easier than you think. All you have to do is call Any Hour Services or schedule an appointment at anyhourservices.com. No one helps more homeowners than Any Hour Services.
Everything to my back is dark.
High in the alpine wilderness.
Really ugly clouds coming over from the north.
A place
the ridgeline is imposing the escarpments, the drops.
where survival,
It's dark now. I have nothing.
is never certain.
This is not good.
My name's Dave Cawley, and I'm the host of a podcast called Uinta Triangle. It's about the disappearance of an Australian hiker named Eric.
Our conclusion and that of the sheriff is that the mountains have decided to keep him.
Come retrace Eric's footprints with me.
You have done this walk too, but this is your backyard.
Did he really make a wrong turn, or did he decide that he was done?
He is not the first or last person to vanish in this remote region.
It was haunting to see the photos. I mean, really.
Find and follow the podcast series Uinta Triangle. That's Uinta, spelled U-I-N-T-A, Triangle, wherever you get your podcasts. All episodes out now.
KSL Brightside with Ethan and Alex, the show you didn't know you needed, and still don't, on KSL News Radio.
Welcome back. This is KSL Brightside. Jeff Bezos, in an interview this week with Andrew Ross Sorkin of CNBC, said that he thinks we need to change how the taxes are run, how taxes work, and he says this is what we need to do. The bottom half of Americans by income should not have to pay any income taxes at all. That's what he said. Now, according to the Tax Foundation, the bottom half of taxpayers...
This guy running for president? What's going on here?
I don't know. The bottom half of taxpayers had an adjusted gross income of about $54,000, and that's, of course, individual, right? And that's the bottom half. So basically, individual, if you're earning $54,000 or less, then you shouldn't pay any kind of income tax at all. Now, if you're there, you're already going to pay very little income tax because we have a relatively high standard deduction right now. If you've got kids, things like that, it's not difficult if you're in that tax bracket to chip away at the taxes owed. Contributions to your 401k, right? That's going to chip away at it. But what do you think about that, Alex? The bottom half of America by income pays zero taxes. Do you think that's right?
I would love to see what the bottom half brings in taxes.
Right now, they're responsible for about 3% of
so
taxes,
the idea,
income taxes
the
collected.
idea is the bottom half. That you should have led with that, man. The bottom half only pays
3%.
3% of what the income tax that hits the federal.
But that makes sense though, because the standard deduction is large. Then you add in 401k contributions, and then if you've got children, it is you can churn through that $54,000 very, very quickly in terms of reducing your taxes.
Right. Okay. So. Yeah, I mean, so where's the other 3% going to come from? Because the 3% is low, but it's also not insignificant.
I assume Jeff Bezos is just going to
Well,
cut a check.
I would also assume that the reality is that who gets hit the hardest when taxes go up?
Well, this is part of the problem
This
we
is
have.
you and I, because then it becomes like the middle class ends up not being the one that's as easy to chip away on some of those deductions, right?
Yeah, the top 1% pay 40%, the bottom half pay 3%, and then everyone in the middle pays,
so that 3%
pays 57%.
Yeah. So that 3% comes from more like you and I versus
that kind of that mushy.
It's gonna have to get made up. It sounds like a campaign promise, which is like a weird thing. I don't know if it. And why would it if they are only responsible for 3%? But how much does it actually affect their spending power if they are chipping away at it? I bet most people don't. I bet most people don't try to find creative ways to get write-offs.
Well, you don't have to find them. So if you are employed and you're in that bottom half, you don't have to find them. They come to you automatically. The standard deduction, automatic. Your 401k contributions, all that's automatic. So you don't have to do anything clever. I'm just saying there's a lot there that is going to chip away at your taxable income. But Alex, I do think you make a good point. One of the problems that we have is if you increase taxes on someone that's at a lower income level, you do impact the ability of them to live faster than you would a billionaire, because a loaf of bread costs the same whether you make $50,000 a year or $500,000 a year. A loaf of bread costs the same. A kilowatt of electricity costs the same.
What's a loaf of bread these days? $114?
What can a loaf of bread cost? Right? And
that's what Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is like, I think they're $98 for a loaf.
How much does a banana cost? $5? So when you increase taxes on someone, it might not sound like a lot, but when everyone pays the same for bread, you can see how it would impact the lower income areas a lot faster, impact their lifestyle. Now, because we all pay the same for a bottle of Tylenol. Now, here's what I don't like about his idea. You remember the Boston Tea Party, right?
Oh,
You
like
were
it
there.
was like it was yesterday.
You were there.
Yeah.
What was their big slogan in those early days of the revolution?
Taxation without representation.
No taxation without representation.
Mm-hmm.
But see, there's a flip side to that. Can there be representation without taxation? Right? Because back then at the founding of the country, we tied that to the fact that we were paying taxes.
Then we go, you ain't even paying taxes, man. Shut your mouth. Well, I don't want to hear from you.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I think there has to be a minimum buy-in for everyone. It doesn't have to be much, but I think taxation is important. Is an important part of enfranchisement of Americans. And I would be worried that if,
your voice would be limited after that.
I would be worried that a populist movement to eliminate income taxes on a huge number of Americans would eventually be followed with the suggestion that maybe their vote shouldn't count as much as others who actually pay. And I would not want to see that happen. So I don't think we should go down this road, to be honest.
Well, that was the most compelling argument right there. I mean, it's just like at some point you go, wouldn't it be nice to save a bunch of money? And then later you go, I don't feel like I have a seat at the table because I didn't help pay for the table. Well, even like at that little.
Well, and not only that, but looking around our world today, you don't think you could find people in power that would say you didn't pay taxes, so you don't get to participate in this debate? Oh, I guarantee there are people who would love to make that argument. So I think we all pay taxes. Maybe some of us don't pay very much. I think especially seniors on fixed income. I think we got to watch that very, very carefully. But otherwise, let's all chip in, even if it's not a ton. It's the buy-in. You got to have a seat at the table, right? It's the ante.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. And then why did Jeff Bezos have to be the one to say this or roll it out?
Yeah, I think probably just because
he liked the. Because look, I'll tell you what's happening. Everybody's paying taxes to Amazon, right? I mean, like, I mean that's what the reality is. And then if you go out there and you say to like your base, so to speak, hey man, I'm trying to save you money. If you consider going over to Amazon and maybe send some of those dollars our way again after you save all that money, why not?
You remember when Jeff Bezos was the richest man in the world?
Oh, what is he now?
He's the fourth.
Second? What?
He's the fourth. Can you guess his net worth?
No, I want to do the top. I want to do the top 5 richest people. Do you have them in front of you?
I can have them in front of them.
I want to hear
Dear Google.
Okay, yeah.
How are you today? I'm fine. My friend Alex wants to know what are the top 5 richest people in the world?
Known universe.
United States.
No, known universe.
Known universe.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 1.
No, wait. Number 1.
Can you guess it?
It's got to be Elon Musk.
Correct.
Okay.
Net worth?
Like $500 billion, right?
Close.
Is it?
Maybe,
what is it?
Maybe a couple of years ago.
Oh.
$813 billion.
Wow.
This young man is closing in on a T, on the big T is what he's closing in on.
That's all right.
Number 2, can you guess it?
Is it Larry Ellison?
No, that's right. It's Larry Page. Net worth $310 billion.
Is Larry Page the Google guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Now is it Larry Ellison?
Number 3. Yeah, you're right. Sergey Brin.
Brin. Is he the
$286 billion. Google
what is he?
again.
Google again. Okay.
Number 4.
We just talked about it.
Jeff Bezos. $273
Where's the
billion.
Ellison guy?
Number 5.
Larry Ellison.
Larry Ellison.
Hey!
Yep, you're right. $239 billion.
Boy, Oracle's just fallen off the planet, haven't they?
Has Larry Ellison ever been the richest man?
I think he. Yeah.
He's been better than 5th.
Yeah,
he's
been in the top. The Google guys have made giant leaps over the past 8 years, where they both are up there. Not to say that Google wasn't.
Is it possible though? Because I asked Google for this information.
Ah, boy.
Do I need to ask a different search engine who the 5 richest people are?
I'm going to go to Bing. I'll see if Bing gives us the same thing.
Bing pops up. The richest person is Microsoft founder.
Yeah. Let me see here.
What is his name? Now I can't think of it.
Oh, yeah. No, the guy. He owns the
him,
Clippers.
but with the glasses.
Oh, Bill Gates. I was thinking of, Melinda's husband. That's what I like to call him.
Melinda's husband. Can you believe Melinda Gates?
Yeah, Musk, Larry Page, Brin, Ellison, Bezos. They have Bezos flopped with Ellison on this one.
Do they?
Mm-hmm. And then Bill Gates is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh.
Oh, geez. Is this a little rivalry?
He's falling way off.
Is this a little rivalry between...
He's over here rattling his cup at you going...
Can you believe Melinda Gates, though? I think... has there ever been a philanthropist in the world like Melinda Gates?
No. And you know what? You know who else is... is approaching that same kind of deal? Because Melinda Gates on there, and then the former Bezos lady too.
You know what's great about that?
They were like they both got out when they should have, right? I mean, come on.
You know what I love about that is we have these people that are worth, like Elon Musk or whoever, and they're worth billions, hundreds of billions of dollars, and then they want a press release when they give away $25 million, or $10 million. We want a press release here, whereas you have like women like Melinda Gates who is worth billions and is giving away billions. That is a philanthropist. All right, we got to grab the news.
All right, we'll come back after news, traffic, and weather when we return. We've got a couple more segments before we get you ready for Jeff Kaplan's Afternoon News. Stay right here with us on KSL Brightside.
Good afternoon, 2:30 at KSL News Radio. I am Jeff Kaplan, and KSL's top local story this hour. Zion National Park's expecting big crowds this weekend, but if you're headed there, forget about the s'mores.
Blanket prohibition of open fires and charcoal fires in all areas of the park, which includes our campgrounds and picnic areas.
Bummer. Park spokesman Matthew Fink says it's because conditions are tinder dry, making fire risk extreme. Smoking is banned with few exceptions. Fink says the park attracted 95,000 visitors Memorial Day last year. They expect to meet or beat that number this weekend. All of Utah's seasonal roads are now open just in time for the holiday. DOT says Alpine Loop and Mirror Lake Highway opened today, the last of 9 seasonal roads closed by the state through the colder months of the year. Our top national story this hour from ABC News. Officials with the CDC say they're sending Ebola experts to Central Africa. They'll try to help contain the growing Ebola outbreak. Dr. Satish Pillai is the CDC's incident manager.
We are preparing to deploy 7 additional headquarters-based subject matter experts of viral hemorrhagic fever to DRC and Uganda to support our country office's needs.
The CDC says the risk to the American public is very low. Your money at this moment, the Dow gained almost 300 points to close at an all-time record today. And coming up, summer starts with summer heat. We have the full KSL weather forecast coming up next. Stay with us. KSL News Time, 2:32.
Amanda, every business needs IT help. And sometimes you've got that guy who already works for your company who knows how to do this stuff. But sometimes you don't. Or the guy who knows the IT stuff, that's not his actual job.
Right. So Les Olson IT they can be your 24/7 help desk. They can support your existing help desk. They can do advanced cybersecurity protection. Maybe just come and take a look. Are you subject to phishing or ransomware or other things? What are the cyber threats you're facing?
And you've got to make sure that your data is secure. So both cloud and data backup solutions, they can help you with that. Plus, everybody's got to use a computer. That's where hardware comes in, infrastructure support. You don't have to know all this stuff because Les Olson IT knows it.
And most of the time, they can help you fix whatever's going wrong remotely, just off your computer. Plus, of course, they have copiers and printers. They always will at the very best price.
Les Olson IT is your trusted local IT partner. They've been in business for 70 years, and they've got 9 locations from Logan to Las Vegas.
Find out more at lesolson.com.
Pet owners and parents know the struggle. Every time dogs or kids go outside, they track mud right back in. If you're tired of scrubbing floors, you need Muddy Mat, the anti-mud mat that cleans paws and shoes before they ruin your home. Only Muddy Mat features thousands of ultra-soft microfibers that are 5 times more absorbent than ordinary mats, instantly trapping dirt and water to protect your floors. Put it by every door, under pet bowls, in the kitchen for spills. It even makes a perfect bath mat. And it's 100% machine washable, so cleanup is effortless.
Since getting Muddy Mat, I don't worry about what my dog gets into. His paws are clean the second he steps off.
No more mopping. I love it. Thank you, Muddy Mat.
Right now, get a free medium Muddy Mat with your order of 2 or more mats at buymuddymat.com. This offer is only available at buymuddymat.com. That's BUYMUDDYMAT.com. Don't wait. Get your free Muddy Mat today at buymuddymat.com.
Traffic and weather together brought to you by UCCU. Improve cash flow with a home equity line of credit. Here's Ricky Meese.
Already seeing delays southbound I-15, both in Salt Lake and Utah counties. If you're in Salt Lake County, it's bogged down. Murray and Midvale down to 90th South, and then again getting through Draper, but southbound I-15, the getaway is on. You'll see heavy and slow traffic in Springville all the way to Santaquin. Plus, we do have emergency crews working a crash in downtown Salt Lake City. This is southbound Main Street at 3rd North. Help temple-bound youth prepare for and better understand their next chapter. Give them a new short booklet, Your Guide to the Temple Endowment, to help them know what to expect for their first temple visit at DeseretBook.com. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
The KSL weather forecast. 73 the high this afternoon, then 82 for tomorrow, 85 on Sunday. Memorial Day, we reach 87 degrees, but much cooler by next Wednesday. Right now, it's 68. I'm Jeff Kaplan from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at KSLNewsRadio.com. This is Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
KSL Brightside with Ethan Millard.
Alex, that's a great way to get your kids off social media.
And Alex Curie.
Yeah, my real goal with the new social media stuff is to show up in my kids' feed.
This is KSL Brightside on KSL News Radio.
Welcome to KSL Brightside. Just a couple of segments left, and then we can let you go. And we can get you back to the news. Jeff Kaplan will be on here shortly. Which would be great. In the meantime, though, we're helping you get ready for Memorial Day weekend. And I wanted to just bring to your attention something, and I'm not sure whether or not you saw this. But Red Iguana is opening their first location outside of Salt Lake. So both their locations are kind of right downtown, just on the west side there.
Yeah, the original. And I will say, Red Iguana 2? Is it TOO? Well, either way, what I'm saying is that the
it's 2 with the number 2.
Well, I mean, spoiler alert, you're going to be waiting a lot longer at the original one, and the newer one is. I mean, you don't get the old school experience like that the old one gives you, but my experience has been that number 2 always is the better one to go to.
Really, you get in a little quicker.
Easier to get into. Same exact dadgum menu.
Well,
it's also a bigger building.
Now you've got a third one. They're opening a Taste of Red Iguana in downtown Daybreak in South Jordan, adjacent to the ballpark.
Well, they used to have a taste of it over here at City Creek, right? Is that not there anymore?
I'm actually not sure.
They did have it. I mean, maybe they got rid of it. But first of all, I'm offended that you would not. I'm offended that you would think that I wouldn't know that a new Red Iguana location was going to be open somewhere else.
The new location is a sit-down eatery that delivers the true Red Iguana experience, according to a statement from Larry H. Miller Real Estate. They don't own Red Iguana.
Well, no, they don't, but they own the
that area
around
there.
the ballpark.
Okay.
Yeah.
The moving force behind downtown Daybreak. I see. The menu contains most of the items from the original location, including the signature moles, which I did not read that.
Yeah.
Mole. I didn't read that right. The signature moles.
Hey, if you want to come on down and get some of them signature moles.
To Steve's.
Hey, come on down to Steve's, get a signature mole, and get your signature mole removed. Oh my gosh! I think that might be one of my favorite flubs that you had. You just called it a mole.
Do you know how long Red Iguana has been in place though?
I would, and it's always been over here at this. Is it North Temple?
It's North Temple.
I want to say
straight out here on about 7th West.
You know what? I'm disappointed Frontier Pies didn't make it across the street from it anymore. The name of a restaurant called Frontier Pies, and they were confused that they didn't make it.
Frontier. I haven't thought about those guys in a long time.
I know.
What happened to those guys?
Oh, the name of their restaurant implied that you were eating buffalo chips. Maybe that was what it was. That's what I thought.
I never thought that. It was a Utah-based chain.
Of course it was.
I looked it up.
It's called Frontier
they closed
Pies.
all their locations in October 2002.
You didn't know what happened to those guys, and it happened 24 years ago?
Should we see if that IP is up for sale?
Listen. Well, here's what I want: is a collab between Frontier Pies and Training Table, and then we'd be in business. Yes.
Then the circle will be complete. Then bring on the apocalypse.
What other out of business Utah places? Oh, Scone Cutter at the front end, And then in the back, you've got yourself the Frontier Pies for dessert, and then you get the training table of cheese fries. But you call it all in on a phone.
Isn't there still a scone cutter? I think we have one scone cutter.
There can't be. No, the one over on 21st burned down.
It burned down. I do know that.
And then, frankly, if you're going to get success with a scone cutter, because for me, the scone cutter open 24 hours in Provo was a real fat guy's problem when I was in college. It was a bad deal.
You know what, though? It was the scone cutter that made me love that Simpsons episode with the stone cutters.
Oh, that's right.
Remember that?
Yeah, the Freemasons. The
stone cutters?
The stone cutters.
Which morphed into the no homers.
Hold on. Scone cutters. I want to see if they're open.
You need to answer my original question. What? That is, how long do you think Red Iguana's been around?
Oh, I'm going to go 1991.
You're right. It's 1985. All the way back to 1985. So.
Why do you always do that to me? You get my hopes up quite often.
I just want to give you the benefit of the doubt that you would have answered correctly had you known the answer.
Okay, what happened to scone cutters? That's it's a Reddit thread.
It's a Reddit thread.
Okay, Utah restaurants that no longer take your order, and they're on. This is a great article, by the way. And guess what? Training tables on there, scone cutters on there. So no more scone cutter, no more Coachmans, no more Cedars of Lebanon.
I do miss Cedars.
Is even Stevens not a thing anymore? It says it isn't. So, you know what? Bring back the Mayan Adventure. Hey, Larry H. Miller Group, if we're going to get serious, bring back the divers at the Mayan Adventure. Come on, man.
That was a wild restaurant.
That was super weird.
That was a wild restaurant.
It felt like you were getting on a ride
at Disneyland.
At Disneyland.
You go in there, they got the props bolted down everywhere.
Yes, and you have the jungle sounds like whoo whoo whoo. It's scary. You hear like the boop 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 boop. Like it didn't feel like you were going on to the jungle ride.
Right. That's exactly right.
And then you got an enchilada at the end. And then a guy. Honestly, so I had a roommate who was on the swim and dive team at BYU, and that was his weekend job. His weekend job was he was one of the divers at the Mayan Adventure because they had people diving into giant pools during your dinner.
Mm-hmm. I got a text from a friend of mine at work.
What does it say? You're at work. Is it Caitlin?
Oh, my other job.
Oh, okay.
Look, I have other jobs. I have another job and I have other friends,
jobs
okay?
and other friends. Okay, perfect.
She says scone cutter 100%.
Yeah. Fazoli's. Don't forget about Fazoli's is out of business now.
That's from Tisha. The mine. Now I'm thinking about the mine. I got a burrito there that I really liked. I remember that I felt like it was kind of a lot of money, though.
Yes, there's part of that, too.
Well, they had to pay the cliff divers.
That's what I'm saying. I think that I wonder if he was almost breaking some college rules. He was getting paid to dive back in the mid-2000s.
Oh, he's definitely breaking
He was a diver. I guess you could teach, swim lessons if you were a swimmer, and you'd still be able to get away with it. So.
Alex, this was not our original subject.
Yeah,
I just saw this, and I got excited about Red Iguana. So this subject we're doing right now was supposed to be you with locations in Utah with 1-star reviews.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So listen.
So this is what we did, is we went around to some of the big places in Utah that we all know and that we all love, but you know how it is online. Anyone can find any reason to give a 1-star review, and we did. Some of Utah's most iconic places have these crazy 1-star reviews, so we started to collect a few.
We did, and I think it's important to point out that these do not represent all of the attitudes of people that are out there. Okay?
But definitely the attitudes of these people.
Definitely attitudes of some people. Okay, I found one for Zion National Park. You ready for this? I saved this one for the on-the-air one because it was one of my favorite ones. 1-star review for Zion National Park. Never again.
Never again?
Never again. Perfect if you're either a dedicated hiker or a family stroller. Paved walkways and short trails for the latter set, and cross-country all-day hikes for the former. Scenery is grand and huge and up in the air, but I got bored fast.
This guy
is
a liar.
And the 108-degree heat did not help.
This guy's a liar because there are extremely challenging multi-day treks that you can do at Zion. This guy did not look.
It gets better.
He just walked down the road and said, "This is it."
Let me see this. Inside the park, we ate at the sit-down restaurant. I guess the salmon cakes were good. If you're ordering salmon cakes at Zion National Park, there's your first problem.
What?
Okay? The taco bar, incredibly boring and suited just for the kids. It looked like there were more interesting food items in the town. Avoid Zion. Head to Bryce if you want something that's going to be interesting. So if you want the – don't worry because Zion National Park, that's not the only That's not the only one that got beat up, because I do think that people, if you're somebody who watches and sees these reviews and you go, I cannot believe these 1-star reviews for some of these. So, okay, here's Arches. You ready for this?
Ready.
Looks nothing like the license plate. Looks nothing like the license plate. Now my part, amazing. And that's all they said, and I was like this. It actually looks exactly like the freaking license plate. What were they expecting?
He went to the wrong place in the park. He looked at the wrong arch.
You know where he went? Hole in the wall. He was like, this ain't it. I remember as a kid driving past the hole in the wall, and I was like, that is the best. Okay. Here's one for Dead Horse Point. We read this earlier today on the stretch of on the stretch. So Dead Horse Point, of course, commemorates when the horses died, Ethan. Okay.
Oh,
this lady was not happy with it either. Absolutely an embarrassment to the spirit of horses. Okay. All they could do was mention the tragic events that led to being the naming of this place, and not the human intervention and absolute horrors that were committed there.
Oh my gosh.
Even the dead horses are depicted across the entire park.
What happened to that? I just thought Dead Horse Point was just like a dumb cowboy name.
No, that's what I said. I thought it was like one horse died. This lady, I don't know what the history is of it. Maybe I'm a bad person. Maybe they were forced off of a cliff like lemmings. I don't know.
No, I just assumed that because it's really far up there. I just assumed it was like, oh, by the time you get up there, your horse will want to die.
Well, I thought it was they found that one dead horse and they go, that was Mike's horse. But they didn't want to call it Dead Mike Point, you know?
Because it wasn't Mike that died, it was the horse.
Okay, here's what it says. You ready for this? Legend of Dead Horse Point. A peninsula of rock atop sheer sandstone cliffs. The peninsula connected to the mesa of a narrow strip. According to the legend, around turn of the century, the point was used as a corral for wild mustangs roaming the mesa top. Cowboys rounded up these horses, herded them across the narrow neck of the land. The neck, which is only 30 yards wide, then was fenced off. At one point, for some unknown reason, horses were left uncorralled, at which many died of thirst after trying to dive down to the Colorado River 2,000 feet below.
But see, I read that as legend.
But that's what it says, according to one legend. And now here's the thing. This lady says, stop focusing on all the dead horses. Because and they made it sound like the humans whipped them off of the cliff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. By the way, also another one that says, not worth the $20. But the best part about it is they wanted to charge us $20. She gave a 1-star review and said, not even worth my time. We didn't go. So that was the whole point, was her 1-star review of Dead Horse Point was, we didn't go because it was going to be $20 to go to see it. So not worth it. She didn't even go and said it's not worth it.
I found reviews for the parking lot across the street from Triad Center.
Oh, let me hear it. That's right here.
Yeah. We have to go to break. I'll just read one 1-star review. That parking lot was completely full. 1 star. That's not the parking lot's fault. It's doing its job.
Okay, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get you ready fully for Memorial Day weekend and for Jeff Kaplan's Afternoon News. Stay tuned. KSL Brightside continues.
Mornings are for recharging.
And they're for starting your day right.
We volunteer to join you in the car. Get news and weather at 102.7 FM during the most important part of your day.
Andy and Amanda, each morning between 5 and 9 on KSL News Radio.
Serenity now! Serenity now!
Are you okay?
Okay. Gas is up. Groceries are up. Everything up, up, up.
Not at Strong Volkswagen.
Strong Volkswagen.
Yeah, purchase any vehicle with a dime. 1 dime down.
What is the deal with dimes?
1 dime down. Plus, oil changes at just $59.95 at Strong Volkswagen.
Just $59.95?
Or lease a new 2026 Jetta S. Just $235 a month. $235.
Fun fact, new Jetta get up to 42 mpg.
Even new all-wheel drive Atlas. Just $432 a month. $432.
And you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime. But my own mother won't loan me money.
You're not getting the money! It's okay. If you got a job and a dime, you ride, mister.
This is great. I'm back, baby! During Volkswagen Driver Days.
At Strong Volkswagen. For over 70 years, Strong Volkswagen.
Located downtown.
StrongVW.com.
StrongVW.com. For details, call 801-596-2200.
Head to KSL.com/win and enter this week's KSL News Radio contest. This week, you could win tickets to see Real Salt Lake or the Utah Royals, a Yellowstone getaway at Three Bears Lodge, sponsored by America First Credit Union, or tickets to see Disney's Frozen at Sarah Shell. Don't miss your chance to win big all summer long. It's quick, it's easy, and you could be our next big winner. Don't wait. Visit KSL.com/win and enter today.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Will?
When I was 50, my whole life fell apart. I lost my job, I lost my wife, I lost the house, I lost pretty much everything except for my life. When the IRS came calling, I just didn't have it in me. I felt like Wile E. Coyote, just waiting for that IRS anvil to drop.
Then Will found Tax Relief Advocates.
I heard their advertisement on the radio, I wrote down the number, and I made the call that changed everything. The IRS gave me a bill for $40,000. Tax Relief Advocates got that down to $3,200. I've paid 9 cents on the dollar. Now that's a great deal in anybody's book.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Will did and call TRA for a consultation.
But for me, the real win is I got my life back.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-488-2578. 800-488-2578. That's 800-488-2578.
KSL Brightside with Ethan and Alex. The news just keeps getting weirder on KSL News Radio.
All right, final segment here on KSL Brightside. Thanks, everyone, for listening today. And by the way, if you're not doing anything at noon on a weekday, we actually start this show at noon on YouTube on a live stream in an upstairs studio. It's really fun. We always have a great time. We also have a great crowd in there, chatting away, having fun. It's awesome. So if you're sitting at your desk for lunch, which is what I used to do before I got a second job for lunch, then you can.
What are you having for lunch? A second job?
I'm going to buy the job.
Oh, boo-hoo, Ethan. You got to come do this fun radio show.
I know. But we also, during the break, chatted briefly with Ricky Meese, who wanted us to let you know that traffic is starting to pile up south of Provo already. So people who are heading out of the Wasatch Front down into central and southern Utah, traffic's starting to build up already. So just, be careful out there. Get on the road or maybe wait a couple hours to get on the road. I actually don't know how long that traffic goes. I kind of feel like it's going to be heavy well into the evening.
Yeah. And I don't think that Ricky took us seriously when we said that it is a massive point of importance for you to go to the bathroom before you hit the road on these
especially before you get into Spanish Fork Canyon.
This was something that wasn't as important to me before I got into my 40s, and here we are. I thought it was just my kids ruining our trips with the multiple bathroom stops, but turns out it's also me now, yeah.
So we got a bunch of texts to 57500, people remembering the old places that you could get food in Utah. Are you ready for some of these?
So what did we say? Scone cutter, Fazoli's, training table.
This person says Jack's Donuts. There was one in his neighborhood that was closed down. I'm not familiar with Jack's Donuts.
Nope, me neither.
But Hoagie Yogi was texted in. I used to love Hoagie Yogi.
Yeah. Well, the full name was Hogurt Yogurt. They did to bring it. They shortened it.
Oh, geez.
Hogurt Yogurt.
Someone also said, I thought Training Table was making a comeback. And I heard that too, but I haven't heard anything since.
Let me give you a tip.
Do you know the update?
Well, let me just give you a tip. Maybe they bring back the Training Table name with the phone, with the brown phone and everything. That could be cool. But JCWs, here's a hack for you. The JCWs, the Burger Boys, this is the same group. This is the same family.
Really?
And so the cheese fries they do at JCW's
are the same ones. Interesting. All right, someone texted in Friar Tuck's in Provo.
Excuse you?
In the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Also, does anybody remember the French restaurant in Provo on Center Street back in the day?
No, no one remembers a French restaurant in Provo ever, by the way.
Someone will. You don't remember it.
I don't. Well, okay. What about restaurants that you're shocked that they're still around?
This person said Eat a Burger. They missed the Eat a Burger.
Never heard it, but that sounds like a great.
There used to be an Eat a Burger right here downtown. You know what's there now? It was behind the Carl's Jr. Behind the Carl's Jr. It's a building now.
Oh my goodness, Ethan! I just thought of this chain, and I don't know if there are any around anymore. I certainly know there aren't any in Utah, but the first place I ever had it Tell me if you remember this place.
Okay, let's hear it.
Skippers.
Oh, yeah, Skippers, yeah.
Now, you notice it on the list of people wish that they would come back. Skippers is not on the list.
I got
this
a text
the poor
here.
man's Long John Silver, which also maybe Long John Silver's is not around anymore either. I don't know.
I got a text here, 5 to 10 miles per hour between Payson and Santa Quinn. Oh, geez.
It's already begun.
Hopefully it loosens up.
You know
a little bit
what?
in Santa Quinn.
What's great is, hey, you know what? Don't give me the slowdowns right now. Make Jeff Kaplan do all that because then we'll sound like heroes. And then they have to come in and give us all the
And give
slow
all the
traffic.
bad news.
Oh, yeah.
We'll leave the bad news to Jeff.
Aren't you going to have fun? Aren't you going to have fun on your Memorial Day weekend? We'll see you later. And then it turns into we'll see you later. Have a great weekend. And then Jeff Kaplan comes in. We already have emergency traffic.
Hey, my entire life, my job has been the death and destruction.
Okay,
it's okay.
He's
You're
used
okay
to
with
it.
See?
He's used to it.
That's
right.
what I'm saying. But lay off, Ethan. We have positive vibes to keep up here.
It's
on the
you and
program.
I that are too tender for the bad news. Wagon Master. How about Wagon Master?
These all sound like they're made up. But they all have the same theme of kind of a Western vibe, like Frontier Pies, Wagon Master. Come on.
Blimpies.
Blimpies may it rest because that was actually a really great sandwich shop. But I will say that Jersey Mike's in a pinch. Like, it kind of does the same thing.
We had Blimpies across the street from here. Before that was a Subway.
Before
it was a
Subway.
Blimpies,
Yeah.
Central Park. Fun little burger place.
Never heard of it.
They're
See,
not bad.
These are places that don't.
I liked the Central Park.
Do
burger.
we have any more Dunkin' Donuts in the state of Utah, by the way?
Yes, I think so. I went to one a month or so ago because they had a drink that was themed for some pop star, and I took my daughter.
Your daughter
there.
had to go see it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It was a 3,000 calorie.
Oh yeah, frappe.
Golden Spoon. That's what someone else remembers. I remember this.
Is that a
bunch of kids at my high school had jobs at the Golden Spoon?
Is
in the
it a
mall.
Chinese restaurant?
No, it was frozen yogurt, Froyo.
Mm.
The Malt Shop in Provo on University.
I think you mean Malt Shoppy. It was the old Malt Shoppy.
The old Malty Shoppy.
Malty Shoppy. And I will say that was the first time I was introduced. Malt Shop was the very first time I was introduced to like a shake that they just put a full piece of pie in. You know what I mean? They were like, and it was like a lemon meringue pie. And I remember they're like making the shake. They would just be like, throw a piece of pie in there. And then they dumbed it down. This is probably this is why their demise hit. They just started putting lemon cookies in there and calling it pie. And then ever since then, I've been giving them 1-star reviews until they went out of business.
Mulboons in Provo.
How did this turn into a thing? Us talking
People
about
are
all
remembering.
This.
People
I know,
are remembering.
but like,
They're remembering.
but they're probably remembering it for actually not a very good reason.
Alex got a text here.
But I went on dates with my wife to Malt Shop, a place on Center Street called Guru's, which I don't think is there anymore.
It's there.
The Tres Hermanos.
That's there.
Oh, it is?
Guru's is still there, yeah.
The Tres Hermanos burned down on Center Street, and I think they moved it.
The French restaurant in Provo was the chef's table. It was legit. So thank you for sending that in.
Now hold on a minute. They're talking about the one like between. I see in my head I put it in Orem because it was on that road all the way up to Orem. Yeah, Chef's Table was like expensive. Like it was so far out of like a normal college kid's price range that it made no sense why it was right there.
Wagon Master was real. I ate in the covered wagons myself. Not made up. Wagon Master and Frontier Pies were real. You just had to live here long enough.
No,
See, the problem is you're new. You're new, Alex.
I was the one who had to tell you about Frontier Pies because it was across from Marijuana.
I remember Frontier Pies. I don't know if you know this about me. I grew up here.
I know you did, but
my parents live like 2 blocks away from.
I know. Can we all agree that Frontier Pies is a bad name for a restaurant because it makes it sound like you're eating buffalo chicken?
I see your point. I honestly never thought about that.
Now you'll never not be able to think about it next time you think of Frontier Pies.
Quiznos.
Oh, yeah.
Are they still around?
I don't know if they're around anymore, but I know that Quiznos is just kind of not really with us anymore.
Quiznos deserves to live just for those commercials.
Yeah,
that's right.
No, that's the place where they toasted the subs.
Yeah.
Toast, yeah. You didn't like that?
I'm on fresh bread.
Look at this East Coast
So
guy
this is a
rolling in
Subway
here
guy.
and going,
Oh, stop.
This is Subway guy.
So let me ask about your French restaurant.
Yeah.
I'll bet you back then the entrees were $6. Expensive.
No. I think they were like 14, which was way out of everybody's price range. Yeah.
Absolutely.
$14. Who can afford this?
No, it was one of those places where they're like, oh, bienvenue to the chateau. Like they were trying to go full on at this place. It was some guy who returned from his mission in France and then tried to put it together properly.
We're getting the whole list. Hardee's, D's.
Hardee's is still. Oh no, I mean
Sizzler, but we still have Sizzler.
But again, D's is still over here at the original D's.
I think there are two.
At least the one over on 7Ds is still there.
So I do feel like I should mention though, you're going to want to pay close attention to the traffic because we are getting some traffic texts in, and while you're out on the road.
I
want to preserve Alex's tender feelings.
I love how you got somber about it. Can I talk to you a little bit about traffic, though?
While you're out on the road, keep it tuned to Jeff Kaplan and Ricky Meese, and they're going to get you guys where you need to go. I just wanted to mention, because I didn't want to feel like I want to protect your tender feelings, Alex.
No, it's fine. We have to bring people the updates on actual information. That's part of our job.
All right.
Millard.
Yep, we're basically there.
Tell me what the Millard family's up to on a Memorial Day weekend. We didn't even talk about what you and I are doing.
Well, I have a lawn that needs to be mowed, both front and back. We have some plants that need to go in the ground, and that's about as far as I've gotten. So
are you the guy I like the guy? Are you cemetery visitor guy who shows up and actually does clean up the place and goes, I'm gonna do some trimming around this thing?
No, do you think I should? Should I start that?
Be that guy who
I bring my lawn tools.
Yeah. We're gonna do the cemetery stuff. We're gonna do the golfing. It's the Curie family tradition of everybody getting together and playing bad golf together. So there you go. Jeff Kaplan's Afternoon News coming up right now. He takes over and they'll walk you through all the traffic on a Memorial Day weekend. Stay tuned.
KSL FM Midvale.
KSL Salt Lake City.
From the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios, this is KSL News Radio.
Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
Good afternoon. It's 3 o'clock at KSL News Radio. I'm Jeff Kaplan. 70 in Salt Lake City, KSL's top story. Millions of Americans are hitting the road for Memorial Day weekend. Maybe you as well. Some Utahns say the crowds alone are enough to make them rethink traveling. KSL News Radio's Eric Cabrera joining us live after talking with drivers filling up ahead of the holiday. Eric?
Jeff, while UDOT is warning drivers to expect heavy traffic across Utah this weekend, upwards of 90 minutes extra in delays, some people I talked to today say they're choosing to stay local altogether. I met Benji Fernandez while he was filling up at a Maverick in downtown Salt Lake. He told me as a couple, they usually celebrate Memorial Day weekend because it falls around their anniversary, but this year they're waiting until next week instead.
It does, because not just the traffic, but anywhere else you're going. If you're going to go to attractions, be ready to stand in lines. Doesn't matter if you're in Moab or Disneyland. It's going to be busy regardless, so prepare.
Fernandez says holiday weekend traffic is only part of the headache. UDOT says drivers should expect the busiest travel times later this afternoon and again on Monday. Live, Eric Cabrera, KSL News Radio.
Ricky Meese just whispered in my ear that we're going to emergency traffic right now. We'll talk to Ricky in about 3 minutes. Meantime, it's unclear if we're going to see a continuing ripple effect in Salt Lake City. But in New York, LaGuardia Airport still has a sinkhole sitting in the middle of a runway.
Worse, because this is expected to be one of, if not the busiest Memorial Day travel weekend on record.